Let us celebrate family love.
One of the greatest blessings we can ever have.
Let us listen to stories of faith
and inspire us to be resilient whatever may come.
Let us engage in meaningful discussions
and talk about things that you can relate to.
Let us learn new things
and let it encourage us to be even more confident.
Laugh with us.
Cry with us.
Let us create beautiful moments together
so that they can become beautiful memories that we can look back to.
Take a seat. Get comfortable wherever may you be.
Let us welcome you home to the Cheerful Hearts family.
Let us celebrate family love.
One of the greatest blessings we can ever have.
Let us listen to stories of faith
and inspire us to be resilient whatever may come.
Let us engage in meaningful discussions
and talk about things that you can relate to.
Let us learn new things
and let it encourage us to be even more confident.
Laugh with us.
Cry with us.
Let us create beautiful moments together
so that they can become beautiful memories that we can look back to.
Take a seat. Get comfortable wherever may you be.
Let us welcome you home to the Cheerful Hearts family.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all the Cheerful Hearts listeners and viewers from around the globe. You are tuning in to the home of the Hearts family, brought to you by INCRadio Southeast Asia Satellite Studio, where we keep you inspired and uplifted with cheerful hearts. Hi, I'm your host for today. I'm Sister Adrian Haniching, joining you from my my home studio here in Singapore. Now, let's start things off by looking back at last week's episode. Hashtag cruising life with mom. Let's see your thoughts.
There's nothing quite like the bond between mother and daughter, filled with love, laughter, life lessons, and unforgettable memories. Join us as we set sail on another touching episode of INCRadio Southeast Asia this coming Saturday with hashtag Cruising Life with Mom. Tune in to hear heartwarming stories, travel moments, and the beautiful connection that only grows stronger through every shared adventure. Only here in the home of the Cheerful Hearts family. See you there!
Okay, last week's episode was truly jam-packed with inspiring updates from our brethren across the district of Southeast Asia. Their active participation in the activities launched by the church administration was truly uplifting and heartwarming. Shout out to Ate Anne-Marie Matibag, our wonderful segment host producer for the last week's Let's See Your Thoughts. A warm welcome once again to all our cheerful hearts tuning in. I'm Sister Merlani Polaris from Singapore North, and it's 5th of July 2025, and it's exactly 1:10 p.m. here in Singapore. The weather this Saturday is sunny, and whether you're relaxing at home or out about, we're so glad you're spending time with us today.
All right. And hello and happy Saturday, everyone. I'm Sister Cariza Nodado from Singapore Midline, and it's always such a joy to be with you here on INCRadio Southeast Asia, home of the Cheerful Hearts family. And of course, we will play again the Let's See Your Thoughts. Kuya Tek, take it away.
Previously on INCRadio, Southeast Asia. Have you caught the incredible updates from our districts? In Vietnam, our brethren enjoyed connecting with nature, showcased their talents in a fun video OK challenge featuring heartfelt renditions of INC original music, and showed love through CFO Cares, where they distributed goodie bags filled with school supplies and groceries. In Malaysia, local chroniclers, secretaries, and district multimedia officers celebrated the 61st anniversary of the Research and Information section by attending a special gathering, finding inspiration as they learn about the importance of preserving the church history and teachings. In Singapore, the Kadiwa members held a Kadiwa and Binhi get-together. And were you inspired by the heartfelt stories and reflections shared by Sister Angelica from the District of Vietnam in our topic highlight? Hashtag Cruising Life with Mom? Let's see your thoughts. A comment from Sister Joyce Atanasio. My mom and I spend most of our time talking. We could go on for hours. I missed the depth of our conversations, the laughters, and her advices, especially on my faith. Another comment from Sister Sandra Publico from the District of Thailand. Having a mom means having someone who sacrifices without asking for recognition. She gives her time, energy, and even her dreams just to make ours come true. Another comment from Sister Cherry Rose Barnuevo from the District of Vietnam. I spend my time with Mom in the kitchen. I got my skills and tricks in cooking from her. Another cheerful episode coming your way. Let's see your thoughts again this Saturday.
All right. Indeed, last week's episode was really jam-packed with inspiring updates from our brethren across the district in Southeast Asia. And whether you're tuning in from the comfort of your home, out on the road, or taking a well-deserved break, we're so glad you're spending your afternoon with us. And we've got something truly meaningful and inspiring lined up for you today. An episode that promises to uplift your spirit, stir your thoughts, and leave you feeling even more connected. What it's all about? Well, we'll let the next clip speak for itself. Stay with us. Here's a little something to set the tone.
How do you lead with love? Find out this Saturday, July 5, 2025, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Philippine Standard Time on the home of the Cheerful Hearts family, brought to you by INCRadio Southeast Asia. In this special episode, we're joined by Southeast Asia delegates from the International Conference of CFO Leaders of the Iglesia ni Cristo, representing Singapore, Sabah, Thailand, and Vietnam. They will share their most life-changing lessons and takeaways, not just to retell the story, but to ignite a new chapter of service for the Christian Family Organization's members across the region. This is more than a recap, it's a call to lead with purpose. Tune in, be inspired, and lead with love.
And the tone is set. That's the heart of our conversation today. I am genuinely excited to share with you the unforgettable experiences we had during the International Conference of Christian Family Organization, or CFO Leaders. So, whether you're a CFO officer, a youth member, or simply someone who wants to lead with purpose and love, this episode is especially for you. And of course, a heartfelt thank you to our dearest Ate Dulce for lending her beautiful voice for today's topic teaser. Now, for all of our audience out there, here's a cheerful question for all of you. How do you lead with love in your daily life? So we'd love to hear your thoughts. So stay tuned and share with us in the YouTube live chat, and we'll read them later. And let's inspire one another today with your answers.
And once again, to our dearest viewers and listeners, don't forget to share your answer with us in the YouTube live chat. We'll be reading some of your responses later on the show, so we keep them coming. Now, we're especially excited today because we're joined by very special guests, the Southeast Asia delegates from the recently held International Conference of CFO Leaders of the Iglesia ni Cristo. They came from different corners of Southeast Asia, yet gathered as one united family in faith at the EVM Convention Center and the Philippine Arena. 3 unforgettable days filled with love, leadership, and learning. Let's give a warm and cheerful welcome to our amazing guests today.
Joining us from the local congregation of Singapore Midland in the District of Singapore, she's a multi-duty church officer, a senior program manager by profession. She currently serves as the District Multimedia Director, Kadiwa District President. Kadiwa means those 18 years old and above unmarried members of the church. She's also a choir member, TSV, and a finance officer. Our very own Sister Adrian Honeyching from the Kadiwa organization.
Hello po. Thank you so much for having me. And for those who does not know po, TSV is our technical service or technical support for video streaming services.
Thank you, sister. Hello. And of course, all the way from local congregation of Bang Na district of Thailand, we have Brother Alexis J. Cabral, a dedicated Kadiwa chairperson and QA specialist by profession. Welcome, Brother Ajae.
Hello po. Thank you for having me po.
All right. And representing the District of Sabah, we're joined by our sister, a powerful booklet officer, who serves as a choir leader, a district multimedia director, booklet district secretary, and a district choir secretary. And she works as a fintech business development manager, our very own Sister Cleo Garcia. We're so happy to have you here, Sister Cleo.
Hello po, and happy to be back here once more.
Hello, Sister Cleo. Nice to meet you again. And from the local congregation of Ho Chi Minh District of Vietnam, we have Sister Daisy Gatus, a beloved deaconess, finance officer, and both local and district booklet secretary. She's also a dedicated primary teacher at the Asian International School. Welcome, Sister Daisy, to INCRadio Cheerful Hearts.
Hello po, magandang tanghali po sa lahat. Thank you for inviting me here.
Hello, yes. And I know our dearest guests are all excited to share their meaningful experiences from the recently held International Conference of CFO Leaders. But before we dive into our main topic discussion, let's warm things up with our 34 cheerful questions. This is a fast-paced and fun where we'll be tossing you 34 light, meaningful, and heartwarming questions. So from the takeoff to the touchdown and everything in between, your job, just answer as quickly and honestly as you can. No overthinking, just go with your gut and enjoy the ride. So our dearest guests, are you all ready?
Yes,
we're ready.
Well, I can feel the excitement. So let's start with our very first question. It's from the arrival. So this question is for Sister Honey. What's the first thought that crossed your mind when you boarded your flight?
Oh, that it's finally here. It's finally happening, and I'm so excited.
Exciting. So for Brother Ajae, window seat or aisle seat?
Doesn't matter. I will just sleep throughout the flight po.
Great. And for Sister Cleo, what's the first thing you did when you sat on the plane?
It's a prayer for a safe travel.
Safe travel. So for Sister Daisy, how long your flight and what did you do to pass the time?
It was about 3-hour flight, and I spent most of my time playing with my phone.
Great. And for Sister Honey, what did you pack that you're glad you brought?
Snacks. It always gets me through the flight.
Tempting. For Brother Ajae, who was the first person you met when you landed?
It was my brother po who fetched me there po.
Yes, and for Sister Cleo, what was the first impression of the venue?
Wow, it's so grand and very welcoming.
That's so nice. So let's go now to day one. For Sister Daisy, how did you feel seeing so many CFO leaders from around the world?
I was overwhelmed, but it felt like a big happy family reunion, even though it was our first time meeting each other.
Great. So this one is for all our guests. Did you already know your roommate? Let's start with Sister Honey.
No, so yeah, there were five of us in the room, and we're all Kadiwa district officers. And we all met or got introduced to each other for the first time. So I was roomies with KDP from New York, or Kadiwa district president from New York, from New South Wales, two Kadiwa district officers from Manitoba, and then there's me. So there's five of us.
Right. How about you, Brother Ajae?
For me, I really don't know the people, my roommates first, but then they are some CWS president from Malaysia and California, and another one, district Kadiwa president po from Las Vegas po, and then there's me po.
Ooh, very all around or around the globe, right? How about you, Sister Cleo?
Well, though we are first timers to meet each other, it's like we are sisters from different mothers.
That's good to know. How about you, Sister Daisy?
I was also felt like that, but I don't know them initially. So I was really, really surprised when we got together really well.
Okay, thank you so much for your sharing. Let's go now to question number 10. For Brother Ajae, funniest thing about meeting your roommate?
So first, I was when I entered the room, I was talking with my roommate, straight up Filipino. But then after like 2 minutes, he asked me, "Brother, do you speak in English? Because I cannot understand you."
That was so fun. How about you, Sister Cleo? What was your favorite part of the INC Museum tour?
Oh, the INC Museum tour, it's seeing the history of our faith. It made me so proud how much the church has grown from one person to what we are right now.
Okay, so let's go now to Sister Daisy. If you could sum up day one in one word, what would it be? Sister Daisy?
Yeah, please.
All right.
Mind blowing.
Mind blowing. That's good. And for Sister Honey, who took the most selfies in your group?
Oh, I'm guilty for that because I was trying to vlog the whole thing, so I took as many selfies and pictures as possible.
So Sister Honey is guilty for taking selfies. Brother Ajae, this is for you. What surprised you about the day one activities?
It's just how fast the ice broke po. We were all strangers by lunch, but then dinner came and we are all laughing together and bonding about it.
Right. And how about you, Sister Cleo? How did day two at the Philippine Arena feel different from day one?
Day two is more reflective, though it's tiring because it's the whole day at the Philippine Arena, but we really dove deep into learning.
Okay, deep learning. So let's go now to number 16 for Sister Daisy. Which seminar or breakout session left the biggest impact on you?
The one about mental health awareness. It inspired me to be more understanding towards our brethren.
Interesting. How about you, Sister Honey? How was your experience at the Embrace Cafe?
Yeah, so that's where we held our Kadiwa breakout session. So it was very energetic and the food was really great.
I want to try that. So for Brother Ajae, favorite dish or drink at Embrace Cafe?
It was the pesto pasta. It's really good po, and it kept me filled po within the whole day po.
I want to try that. How about you, Sister Cleo? Did you make any new international friends that day?
Yes, of course. Actually, I met Sister Daisy from Vietnam, and I met two sisters from Canada and Oregon, Portland.
Wow, there's a lot. So, for Sister Daisy, what did you think of garden tour?
For me, it was lovely and peaceful experience because I had a nice moment to just breathe and admire nature.
I will surely go there when I go back to the Philippines. So, Sister Honey, did you learn a new skill or insight on day two?
Oh, I mean, maybe a lot of insights, but one thing that was unforgettable for me is realizing that when we were brainstorming with all the CFO leaders, that we could learn from each other's experiences and we can help solve each other's problems.
That was so nice. So, let's go on to day 3. So, let's go to Brother Ajae. How did you feel waking up knowing it was the last day? Last day.
I'm happy, but I'm sad because I learned a lot during the whole duration of the conference. But then I didn't want the conference to end. I didn't want to leave my friends and my roommates. But
I can only imagine. And for Sister Cleo, what part of a special worship service moved you the most?
It's the lecture, the preaching. It reminded us why we lead with love.
That really touches my heart, Sister Cleo. So let's go on to Sister Daisy. Did you exchange keepsakes with anyone?
Yes, although it's not personally came from, I mean, not personal object or things for me, but my roommates and I took a photo together and had a copy printed for each of us.
I can imagine all the selfies there. And Sister Honey, if you could repeat one moment from the conference, what would it be?
Oh, I mean, if repeating the entire conference is not possible, I have to pick one. Probably the special worship service that was led by our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Iranio V. Manalo. It was truly unforgettable.
Truly. So let's go on to Brother Ajae, who was most energetic person on day 3.
I think it was me because from the breakfast until the end of the event, I was really happy and fun and talking with all of my friends and roommates and also the table mates from that event.
I can still feel the energy there, Brother Ajae. So, Sister Cleo, any emotional goodbyes?
Yes, definitely. It's hugs all around and even few tears.
Did you bring your handkerchief po, Sister Cleo?
The towel.
Towel instead. So let's go now to departure. What was the hardest part about leaving? Sister Daisy?
All the friends that I just made was the hardest part, actually.
Oh, I can only imagine. And Sister Honey, did you sleep on your flight back or stay awake thinking about your trip?
No, I stayed awake. I was too excited, inspired, and I could not move on for days. I kept thinking and going back to the CFO conference.
Energetic, inspired, and excited. Wow. So let's go to Brother Ajae. What's one thing you wish you could brought home from the conference?
I think it's all the laughter and warmth of all of the people that I met there in the conference.
Right. And how about you, Sister Cleo? Who was the first person you told about your experience when you got home?
It's my family. They were so excited to hear every detail of it.
I know they're very proud of you, Sister Cleo. So let's go to the next question. Sister Daisy, this is for you. What memory makes you smile every time you think of it?
Yes, the camera for the group.
Go on, Pop. Sister Daisy, go on, Pop.
My roommates who will hold the camera for the group.
That was so fun. And Sister Honey, if you could send a message to all your fellow delegates, what would it be?
Oh, to all my fellow delegates, thank you so much for all the love, all the memories, and all the lessons that we've learned from each other. And hope to see you again. And when we meet again in all the rest of the different activities that we will have.
Okay. So for the last question, for the 34th, finally, in one word, how would you describe this whole experience? Let's go on to Brother Ajae first.
blessing po. The experience is a blessing po.
Yeah, that's truly blessing. So let's go to Sister Cleo. About you po.
It's motivating.
Yeah, spiritual. Yeah, inspiring. So how about Ate Honey?
It's unforgettable.
True. And Sister Daisy, how about you?
It's priceless.
Yes, truly priceless. And wow, that was so fun and heartwarming. Thank you so much for sharing your cheerful memories with us. And to all our listeners out there, which answer made you smile the most? Let us know your comments in live chat and we will check it later and read with you. And don't go anywhere because up next, we're digging deeper into their reflections, lesson learned, and what it truly meant to lead with love.
Well, Sister Lani, I can relate to Brother Ajae's experience. When he entered the room, he speaks in Tagalog, yet his roommates cannot speak Tagalog. That was so fun.
That was so fun.
Yes. So let's give our guests a quick breather for now while they catch their breath. Let's check out what our Cheerful Hearts viewers and listeners have been sharing in the YouTube live chat. So earlier we asked, how do you lead with love in your daily life? So let's read some comments here in our live top chat. All right. Or maybe we can go back later on, Sister Lani, right? So for now, we'll just take a few breaks.
Actually, Ate Carissa, there's one answer from Sister Audrey Gomez from the District of Vietnam. She says, I continue to lead my life with love every day by staying positive and carrying God's words with me wherever I go and whatever I do.
Oh, that was so inspiring. And kindly greet po si Carissa Sarmiento ng happy birthday po. Hi! Happy birthday po, Carissa Sarmiento from Sabah.
Happy birthday po!
Yes.
And belated happy birthday to Kelly Ferrer, my best friend.
Yes, and from Sister Sandra Costales, the conference reinforces their spiritual foundation of every CFO leader. Hashtag Thailand, hashtag Bangye. All right, what's next, Sister Lani?
And don't forget to follow the official INCRadio Facebook page to stay updated on programs and special segments. And of course, subscribe to INCRadio YouTube. Take INCRadio with you wherever you go. Just search in INCRadio, hit that subscribe button, and stream anytime, everywhere. And with that, we'll take a short breather, but don't go away. There's more inspiring content coming right up on only here in INCRadio Southeast Asia Satellite Studio, where cheerful hearts gather. Stay tuned.
Ito ang INCRadio, DZEM 954, ang tinig ng katotohanan, himpilan ng Iglesia ni Cristo, sumasahimpapawid mula sa Quezon City.
Simula July 7. At ngayon sa ating headlines, ang INCRadio news and updates na napapakinggan sa INCRadio ay mapapanood na rin sa INC TV. INC TV! Opo, simula July 7, mula alas 6 hanggang alas 7 ng umaga. Sabay nang mapapakinggan at mapapanood ang news and updates sa INC Radio at INC TV. Kaya pagising sa umaga, news and updates na. Dito sa INC Radio at INC TV.
At ito ang News and Updates.
Back here at home of Cheerful Hearts family, INCRadio Southeast Asia Satellite Studio. Time check, it's already 1:36 p.m. in the afternoon, Singapore time. And thank you for still tuning in INCRadio DZM 954. Once again, this is Merlani, your host for this afternoon.
All right, and before we continue with our program, we'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the wonderful people behind the scenes who made this broadcast possible. To our executive producer, Sister Ivy Joy Botea, to our INC Radio Southeast Asia Satellite Studio overseeing Minister Brother J. Imboltorio, and to our CEBSI Coordinator for Asia, Brother Wilner Argelies, and to our Deputy Executive Minister, CEBSI President and CEO, Brother Angelo Iranio V. Manalo, and to our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo.
We express our sincerest gratitude to all of you for your guidance and approval of this media platform. Through radio broadcasting, both online and on the airwaves, we are able to share and inspire not only in the Philippines, but also overseas. Thank you from all the staff and crew of the Cheerful Hearts family of INC Radio Southeast Asia, serving the ecclesiastical districts of Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Sabah, and Vietnam. And now let's get into a deeper part of our conversation. It's time to reflect on the most impactful moments from the International Conference of CFO Leaders. And of course, we're still joined by our amazing live guests, Sister Honey, Brother Ajae, Sister Cleo, and Sister Daisy. So, Ate Honey, before we dive into the questions, could you give our listeners and viewers a quick overview of what the International Conference of CFO Leaders was all about?
Yes, of course. The International Conference of CFO Leaders was a 3-day global gathering of select CFO officers held at the EVM Convention Center in the Philippine Arena. It was filled with leadership workshops, faith strengthening activities, and meaningful fellowship. More than just learning how to lead, it was all about leading with love, unity, and a renewed commitment to our duties as officers in the church.
Thank you for that, Ate Honey. What a powerful reminder of the heart and purpose behind the conference. Now, let's dive into the personal side of the experience. We're sure many of our listeners are curious what really stood out during those sessions. So let's start with our first questions to our dearest guests. Get ready. Which workshop or breakout session made you say, this is exactly what I needed? So let's start with Brother Ajae.
I think it is the session wherein we meet the other district leadership and we shared the techniques and how we lead the brethren. And I learned a lot from them, and I pick up some of the tips that they gave me in order for me to lead the other brethren in our district.
That's so happy to know, Brother Ajae. How about Sister Cleo?
For me, it's the moment or during the breakout session when we share the challenges, the issues that every CFO leaders are experiencing in every single district. And then that was the time when we also came up with some solutions on how we'll be able to help and help more the church administration.
Right. And I agree on that, Sister Cleo. At least that time you were able to share your experiences and you learn from other delegates as well. How about you, Sister Daisy?
Actually, the one that Sister Cleo said was also my the one that inspired me the most. But there was also an activity during the breakout session where we need to solve a mystery. So in that activity, we worked together to solve that problem. So that was amazing.
Well, I'm curious about that mystery, Sister Daisy. And I mean, definitely it helps you a lot now, and you apply that on your performance of your duties. How about you, Sister Honey?
Aside from what they've all mentioned already, there was one particular during the breakout session with the Kadiwa officers. Because coming from before I was district president, I was a Kadiwa local secretary, right? So I do reports and I do our activity requests. So for me, when we were going over some of the do's and don'ts, reminders, and then the rationale of the process that requests and reports go through, that was the moment when I said, oh, this is exactly what I need. And I think that was also one of the activities where I took the most notes. And I kind of compiled them, and like the very next day after the third day of the CFO conference, I cascaded it down to my officers during our weekly caucus. So I was that excited about everything that I got from that moment.
Great. And I can only imagine how long your list is. Sister Honey. Right, Sister Lani?
Yes po. And let's go now to our next question. What was the most unexpectedly fun moment during the entire 3-day experience? Let's go on to Brother Ajae first.
I think it was just the stay in our hotel rooms because I thought that after the activity we would just all sleep, and then after the activity we bonded with my roommates, and we talked about how we perform our duties, and also gave brotherly advice to each other. But
That was so nice po. So, newly friends, newly met, but you sharing about how you will do your duties in the church. That's nice po. So, let's go now to Sister Cleo po.
For me, the unexpected moment was during the breakout session. Just like what Sister Daisy mentioned, because we were in the same group, there was a mystery game, and that game has to be participated by all the tables. It so happened that each and every single table give their own opinion, and but the actual objective of the game is to be able to give an interactive way of listening. You have to understand the story in order for you to come up with that's what they call it, mystery. But the objective is to really understand. So at the end of the day, it was really fun. It was really fun because every single person is giving their own opinion, but the actual answer is quite different from what we all are thinking about. So it's more on really understanding. We have to be united, and then try to give more interactive listening. It's more on the comprehension. It's more on the comprehension.
Okay, that was so nice po. You need to understand each other's opinion. You need to be open-minded on what they are sharing opinion, right? So that's nice. And then Sister Daisy, how about you po?
For me, what surprised me the most was actually how naturally my roommates and I get along well and bonded despite our age differences and coming from different districts. It felt like we had been friends for ages.
Wow, that's nice because it's like you have one one united mind, something like that. You're united, your thoughts. It's like you're being friends for a long time. It's really nice because you have one vision or one thought or one thinking that you are doing right now is sharing, and then make it more productive. That's so nice po. How about Sister Honey po?
Yeah, so one of the unexpectedly fun moments during the conference, it's very similar to what the rest of our guests are sharing today, the roommate experience. But for us, it's more. So there are five of us in the room, but they're all like in our entire floor, right? So there are all other Kadiwa officers in the entire floor, and we would have these, I guess, debrief session or caucus. We call it caucus, so nightly caucus, where we talk about a lot of things. It's like, we start with like one question, or what are your thoughts about this particular topic? And then 2 hours later, we're talking about, 10 other topics by then. And you think that we had all the time in the world to do that. But then no, because we have to wake up like 5 a.m. the next morning to get ready, have breakfast, and then, get to the buses in time. But we didn't mind losing sleep over, like nourishing that relationship, newly formed relationships with all the other Kadiwa officers. So yeah, definitely that was like unexpected. And you think that I'd have a very big social battery to be able to do that. But, I guess it's because it's naturally fun to do that with them.
That's so nice po because of sharing of leadership skills po, no? That's so nice kasi all of you are all leaders, and then you are sharing what is the most effective one. You can observe in your each locale or each district. That's so
That's more
informative.
Atilani. I remember we
Yes,
had unexpectedly fun learning, what? The sign language.
yes.
Yeah, that was actually fun
Just
too.
share that po.
Yeah, we learned quickly. I didn't realize that we will be able to learn so quickly.
Wow. Sample daw po.
Like this.
What does it mean po,
It's the clap.
Sister
It's the
Cleo?
clap. It's how they clap in sign
Oh,
language.
really? Nice.
Oh.
That
So
was
we
so
learn
fun.
new things now. So this is
Yeah.
how they go.
So this is how
We
they
learn
talk.
the alphabet. We learn how to count. We learn how to say the normal, the natural way. So that's one way of being able to communicate with less privileged brethren.
Mm, that's interesting po. So Sister Carissa, how about you?
Yes. So that was interesting, Sister Cleo. All right, I'm clapping right now. Okay, so to our dearest viewers and listeners out there, I would just like to remind you in our question for today: how do you lead with your love in your daily life? So please share your thoughts, all right, in our YouTube live chat there. And for our question number 3, what did you personally discover about yourself during the conference? How about you, Brother AJ?
It's that I can connect instantly with other brethren because I initially I thought that I would be like an introvert or I'll be shy at that conference because I don't know any of the people. But then when the people from other districts came in our table, I instantly connected with all of them, and I became friends with all of them until the day 3. And some of them I'm still talking to them until now.
Nice. That's so fun to hear, Brother AJ. How about you, Sister Cleo?
I realized I am emotional. Because from day 1 up to day 3, it's like every day it's pouring. I'm very much affected, spiritually motivated by all the lecture from day 1, from the worship service led by our deputy executive minister, Brother Angelo Manalo. And then on day 2, though I said it's tiring, but it's very fulfilling because we learned a lot of things from all the speakers. On day 3, I would say going through the museum, when I heard the voice of Brother Felix Manalo, from when he started preaching the gospel, and from one man to where we are right now, I can see that this is so far how the church have gone through, and we have been part of the church administration, helping the brethren to bring them towards our salvation. So I didn't realize I was so emotional, and until now I'm very much emotional because I didn't know that by performing our duties, we are able to take part in the history of the church. Yun lang po.
That was so very touching, Sister Cleo. It's like you put your emotions onto us, and it's very
yes
to hold it, But indeed we are very fortunate in this, divine election that we had, and we have. And Sister Daisy, I would like to hear your thoughts as well.
Well, for me, I come to realize that simply submitting report is not enough in fulfilling my duties in the church. What truly matters the most is performing each task with all my heart, accepting criticism as a way to grow and improve in my responsibilities.
Thank you so much. That was so inspiring, Sister Daisy. How about you, Sister Honey?
I realized that I have such a big capacity to know 100 people in 3 days. Because everyone that you meet new, you have to, oh hi, I'm Sister Honey from District of Singapore, and then you have to do that 100 more times because there were so many of us, and there were a lot of people who genuinely like really wanted to know. And for me, because I'm also before I was very introvert, and now I'm a little bit of an ambivert now. But I think I moved a little bit, I toggled a little bit more to the extrovert side of things because of that entire conference. So that was definitely one new discovery about myself.
Well, that's good to know, Sister Honey. And yes, our next question, Sister Lani.
Yes, our next question is, what message are you bringing back to your local CFO members? Let's go back to Brother Ajae.
For me, we need to take good care of the brethren under our care. We need to constantly visit with them, not just do it for the sake of visiting them, but understanding and empathizing with them, knowing their struggles and giving proper advice and always being there. So all of the brethren under our care. So I will be sharing that, and all of us should take care of each other because, especially here in Thailand, most of us are individuals, and if we don't have we are the friends that we need is us members in the Kadiwa organization po. That's what I will be telling them po. To take care of each other and uplift each other and inspire each other in our services to our Almighty God po.
Okay, let's go to Sister Cleo po.
Let us lead with love, with empathy, with the aim to help the church administration, and ultimately bring all of us to God's kingdom.
Thank you so much po, Sister Cleo. And let's go to Sister Daisy po.
To my fellow CFM members in our local, let us all continue working hard, not only in our everyday responsibilities, but most especially in the works for our Almighty God. May we keep giving Him glory through our steadfast unity with our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo Manalo, and Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Manalo.
Okay, so for the seventh question po, Sister Carissa.
All right. So, our dearest guest, finish the sentence. The CFO conference reminded me that. Yes, Brother Ajae.
The CFO conference reminded me that I am not alone. I have not just the officers in the local and district of Thailand, but other officers all around the world that I can ask help from, I can ask inspiration, and can help me, and I can also help them in return in leading all of the youth in the Iglesia ni Cristo po.
Great. And how about you, Sister Cleo?
For me, the CFO conference reminded me that we can do more to help the church administration. We have to leave a good example to all the brethren in our district.
Right. How about you, Sister Daisy?
Well, the CFO conference reminded me that our faith is strongest when it is shared, nurtured, and lived out in unity with others who are just as devoted as.
Right. And of course, our very own Sister Honey.
Okay, yeah. During the CFO conference, one of the reminders that was tackled, especially during the lecture, something that was also very unforgettable for me. I actually in that lecture, I really felt the need to write down the things that we were being reminded of, and I just wanted to share these notes that I have. So during the lecture, there was how we as officers, we have our own like personal prayers, our devotional prayers, and we always we have things that we ask God of. So one of the things that was very profound for me during the lecture, and the entire experience of the CFO conference, cumulatively reminded me that whatever God's answers to our prayers, we must be humble and accept them. So regardless of the outcome, whether it's what we were asking for or something else, or no answer, I suppose, then we should just accept and wait and trust in God that He has our best interest at heart. And then there's another one, because as CFO officers, we are tasked to take care of our brethren. So whether you're Kadiwa, your CWS, your Buklod, or your Binhi, you have brethren that are entrusted into your care that you have to look after their welfare. And during the lecture, it was also tackled. Okay, here comes the waterworks. There was a reminder for us that if we ever have, as officers, if we ever doubt or ask ourselves, if I'm taking care of all of the brethren, who will take care of me? Um, so if we have faith, the answer is very simple. God will take care of everything that we need. Will take care of us. So He's the one who's going to take care of us, whatever we need, whenever we need it. So we don't have to worry about that and just focus on taking care of the brethren that are entrusted to us.
Well, that was so
Now,
inspiring, Sister Honey. And, as church officer, we would really take note of that. We will keep that in our hearts and our minds. And I know we have a lot of questions to ask you, Papo, mga guests namin, but we're running out of time. So you may now proceed on your personal greetings, Brother Ajae.
Okay po. I would like to greet po Brother Willen Regalado, our District Supervising Minister po. Brother Edwin Estrellado, our Assistant District Supervising Minister. Brother Manuelito Bondok, our KSKP and our Resident Minister. And all of the brethren in the District of Thailand, Kadiwa and local and district officers po. And the people that I met during the conference po, my roommates, Brother John, Brother Mike, Brother Brian. Table number 36, Brother Sonny, Sister EJ, Sister Carla, Brother Leomar, Sister Yan Yan, Sis Ember, Sister Aubrey, Brother Miles, and Sister Cheryl. Table number 38, Brother Cyrus, Sister Anna, Sister Raina, Brother Miles, Brother Miko, Sister Liza, and Sister Ella. That's all po.
Great. Thank you so much, Brother Ajae. Now, Sister Cleo.
Of course, I'd like to greet our district minister, Brother Ajae, Minister Emlo and family, Brother Noel Sarmiento. Happy birthday, Sister Reza Sarmiento, our KSKP, our CFO overseer, Minister, Brother Rojan Faigmani, our resident minister, Brother Eugene De La Cruz, and of course, special greetings to Sister Julie Chu, our lovely deaconess, who's celebrating her birthday today, my family, my sweetheart, Ka Ernie, Kuya Rainier, Cedric, Charles, Carl, and all the brethren in our district. A special shout out to room 1503, Sister Joy.
I'm surely they're watching right now. Sister Daisy.
Sister Daisy and everyone. Bus 11. Hello to all of you. We love you.
First of all, I would like to say hello po and kumusta po to our district minister, Brother Aaron P. Gomez and family. Our local minister, Brother Adriel Magpila and family, Brother Jay Lorzano and family, Brother Jerome Bunyi and family, Brother Joseph Taylor and family, Brother William Mercadabona Jr. and his wife po, Brother Florimon Balmote and family, Ray Bolyada, Ray Rivales, Kari Natividad and family, Mother Marisa Natividad, sa sister ko po, Nessie Floro, Licaros family in Bidyong GWS, as well as Sister Adora, and of course, sa family ko dito sa Philippines, sa Tayamang and Nanay Ayla from Lobok, at sa aking asawa, sa Brother Edgar Gatos, and to all my roommates from 1504, Sister Rona May, Sister Camille, Sister Rona May is from Australia, Sister Camille is from Florida, Sister Ira from UAE, and of course, Ate Armeline from Taiwan. Hello.
Yes, Sister Honey.
All right. So bus 11 is our home bus to Ate Cleo. So also greetings to table number 31 during day 1, table number 32 during day 2. Room 1603 and 1604. So special mention to Ate EJ from New York. She says hi pala Kuya EJ. And then also our two Kims, Kim from UAE South, and then Kim from Melbourne, state of Victoria. And then for Sister Hannah, Sister Anna, Sisters Trisha and Sister Anna from Manitoba, Sister Liza from New South Wales. So I miss you guys, and hope to see you soon in some of our activities internationally. Yay.
All right. And we just wanted to read this greeting or this message from Sister Rhea de la Paz. As a parent, I do my best to lead my son Sky with love by guiding him with understanding, patience, and compassion. I choose connection over control and seek to teach through presence, not fear. I love it. And of course, our dearest guest, amazing guest, Sister Honey, Brother Ajae, Sister Cleo, and Sister Daisy, thank you so much for sharing your stories, reflections, and heartfelt lessons with us today. Each of you reminded us that leadership isn't just about responsibilities or tasks. It's about the love we give, the faith we live by, and the unity we strengthen within the church.
And that's right, Sister Carissa. Whether it's a quiet moment of reflection, a joyful burst of laughter, or a message received, or just right time, every moment at the International Conference of CFO Leaders left a mark. And today we saw just much of experience continues to inspire and uplift CFO officers here in Southeast Asia. To all our listeners and viewers, wherever you are, whatever duty, you are part of this mission too. You can lead with love in your own way every single day.
All right, and don't miss out. Join us again next Saturday, July 12, as we celebrate a big milestone. It's Bangkok's 30th anniversary celebration. We can't wait to share another exciting and meaningful episode with you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. On behalf of the staff and crew of INC Radio, Southeast Asia, home of the Cheerful Hearts family, this has been your host, Sister Honey, and with me is Sister Lani and Sister Carissa, saying bye for now, stay safe, and see you all next week. Only here on INC Radio Southeast Asia, where we keep you inspired with
Cheerful Hearts!
His message will receive in our hearts. Come with me and follow all his words. His love and grace receive in your heart.